Good morning, everybody. Welcome to us live today. Interesting, different.
ETFs are a superior wrapper.
Yeah, you are live with us on the Power Hour. What's up?
It is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Hello, and just big shout out to you and your community.
This is incredible. It's kind of like a platform on.
Ryan Faluna with the Benzinga Pro team.
You are listening to the Biotech Buzz.
The comment section on this show is remarkable. Like the quality of the combo. And just big shout out.
Good morning, early birds. It's 4 a.m. Eastern time. It really is. It's 10 o'clock in Amsterdam. This is the Early Bird Show, and we've got a whole bunch of tickets for you to go through today, but just want to watch what's happening now in the pre-market. Thought that I saw something right away before we get to that watch list. So this is pre-market happening now. Okay. Big spike up here. MRIN, Marine Software. We've traded this one in earlier shows, but look at this jump, 50%. That was me. Just big spike. Something's happening there. I saw something happening in the pre-market, and this is what it is. You cannot chase these because, well, you just can't. Yeah, well, you can, but I won't. So this is a pre-market. This is live. Pre-market just opened for 3 minutes right now, and all the small stocks, you know that how it goes with these small stocks. They open FTXP 2.6 billion. Look at this. What's this? Okay. A lot of real penny stocks going up right now. So, okay, well, that's it. Hope you had a great day yesterday. I was off yesterday, but welcome to the Early Bird Show. It is a Thursday. Really can't believe that it's a Thursday already, because time goes so very quick. And if you've got a second of your time, then please hit that like and hit that subscribe. I've been gone for one day and I don't know my intros anymore. So I've had a good night's sleep, and I'm real hyped because I could not trade yesterday. I was not in the house. Good morning, Lea Okele. Goedemorgen. Hoe gaat het met u? Het gaat heel goed, dankjewel. That was Dutch talking to me. Goedemorgen. And good morning to all the other early birds. How are you all doing? Chat is really quiet because you're all hitting that likes, of course. So let's do something that happened on Tuesday then. Shall we? So this was CCL on Tuesday. Just having a little look back. This is what we do on the early bird show. We give you these levels. This level here, 28.31. And I thought it came down here, dipped its toe here in this 28.31 level. I didn't get in here, so there was no limit order here. I always want to do this live on CCL because it can really smack down a lot. So I didn't do this one, but did do this one because this is the first dip. Try to get up here, bounced against VWAP, and then dipped its toe again in this 28.31 level. And I thought, okay, that's it. I'm going in, and boom, this happened right away. So I was not happy, and I managed to keep my losses small because that's what you do if you day trading. All professional day traders that I know will do one thing, and that is they cut their losses. So that's the most important thing. This happened in space on Tuesday. We called this level of 12, and look at this nice move up. Just here is doing nothing at 9:30, and then these two candles are looking very bullish to me, so as you can see. So and then it went, and what I did is that I put in a limit order just above this one at 12.05, I think, because I wanted to know that it really could push through that one. So in at 12.05, out here somewhere, and that was just a nice move, 70-cent move or something, a little less on space. Did I say spice? I don't know. Okay, chat is really quiet today, but that's okay. Let's do the watch list. Why not? Might just linger. So this is the watch list for today. 13 on my watch list. Just do this like this. A lot of small ones, but I know that a lot of beginner traders DM'd me and said, okay, I'm not able to trade the big ones, the $100 stocks and the $200 stocks. So could you do some smaller ones under $50? Well, we can. So this is the watch list for small and mid cap, I think, stocks. I don't know where that ends or begins, to be honest. So the watch list is iTube, BBY, bad, and beyond. HCM, Burn, OMA, OMA. This means a grandmother in Dutch. Wish, spelled wrong, but VTNR, Ford, EVX, MOXC, CLF, KRBP, SLS. Good morning, Wilds. Nice to have you on the show. So let's do the tickets because that's where you are here for. Anyway, so this is on the right-hand side of my screen. This is normally, what's this? Oh, I put it in right now, so I'm going to erase that. Right-hand side of my screen normally is the 1 minute, and this is the 5 minutes. So this is my trading, screens. If I'm in the trade, or I'm just about to get in a trade, and this is my main fields. This one, when I'm just watching what's going to happen. And now here in the corner I have SPY, but if I trade others, then I also can put up here the QQQs just to see what's happening in the overall market. If I want to go long somewhere, then I really need to know that the market is not tanking on me or something. So that's important. So let's look at the watch list. This is iTube. What is on the watch list? Lay. So this is iTube. Let's look at the daily. Look at this. This is a high of 656. This is a high of 657. This is a high of 657. So what do you want? You want to break above 656. You want to be long bias on this one. Tries to get above the 656. Tried twice. No, 3 times even. Did not get there. I did not hold these levels. So around 60.72 is your next level for this one. So you have to get in quick here and be sure that it's that this level is taken out also, and then there are some room to 717. So anything above 656 would be nice for this one. And if you see something like this, this is just me trying stuff out because I'm still learning every day. On iTube, this is 656 is the level that you really want to see break, and then 672-ish. Well, can maybe just go a little higher than that. If I look at this, 676, I would call it 676, and then 717 all the way to the top. Okay, let's look at Sol. You don't like something like this, but after this big spike down here, it tries to get up again. So this is some kind of sign of reversal here, and now it's just sitting on this 846 level, which is the 9 EMA here on Sol, S-O-L. So this is a nice one to look at. So this 8 has to stay above 846, I think. Let's call 845. And then this is your next level here at 850. So there is some resistance or support. Even either way, there are some levels here to trade from. So 845, 853, 868 are the levels for Sol. If it does not take out these levels, so if it's under these levels, then you really have to watch out for this one. Because then this is not a real reverse, but cannot get past this resistance here and will probably fall down again. So in order to be bullish, I would be bullish over 850. Oh, right. Look at this. There it goes. Just as we speak about it. Is there any volume in this one right now? No, there is no volume, but there is a big spike up here. So 845, 853, 868 on SOL. Bed Bath and Beyond, also something. We played this one here in this area here. So I'm going to remove those. And now it's just sitting here on its 50 EMA on a daily. It's 28.47, and then this is also, these are also two levels here at 29.45. Okay. I'm sorry about that. I think that my charts are not loading correctly. So just play this video and gonna get my chart back.
I tell all my CEOs, this is a very, very, very important platform. And look, all the other platforms are important too, but you're up there now. You're way up there.
Best investments you can do in your future is actually go and re-educate yourself on credible sites and credible resources like Benzinga. I think you guys have been killing it.
The comment section on this show is remarkable. Like the quality of the combo, and just big shout out to you and your community.
So I love about you guys, you know, you just had all your callers in right then. And it's all about the community here at Benzinga.
When you want to maximize your performance in the market, you need access to the highest quality tools and news available. Benzinga Pro stands out from all of the options you'll be presented with, and their instant access to market-moving news positions you to be prepared to take on the market in the best ways possible. Here's how it works. Benzinga Pro's news desk creates original news content that's available on your main news feed and gives you actionable information about companies you may want to invest in. This news desk information gives you the chance to beat the market, receive impactful news as it breaks, and jump on trending stocks before and as they rise. And beyond that, Benzinga Pro is packed with helpful features and unique insights that give you the best information possible. There's tools like the Live Audio Squawk, which streams every day with important news and timely updates, and the real-time news alerts that allow you to stay on top of every developing story you're keeping tabs on. Alerts and news will be sent straight to your inbox or delivered as live sound alerts. For those investors that want real-time, actionable, and breaking news about companies they may be looking to invest in, Benzinga Pro is the tool to use.
So sign up for the Benzinga Pro if you really want to, because you can try it for 2 weeks. The link in how to get it is under this video. So this is BBBY. So it has to break this 29.41 level in order to play this one to the upside. Told you that already. And if it falls down, then here's your next level of support here at 28.53. Volume. So why do birds fly? I don't know why this happens, but so here are some secondary runners that I'm going to look at right now. So this is Burn, BYRN. It rejected this price here at 29.96 some days ago. Here's a split, just with not a lot of volume, but what you really want to see, of course, with this on a stock like this is I really don't understand why my charts are not doing what they should do. So this is better on burn. No, it's not. I don't understand. What you want to see is a secondary runner here. So got all the way up to this 29 mark here. It's difficult to say what the support here will be because, well, after a move up like this is what you want to see. So yesterday it had a move of with 198,000 volume, so it's not a big volume on these stocks. And the low floaters 11.6 million, so be careful. But they can move a lot if they really get a momentum on a second day. So you want to see something like this happen on burn. HCM, there's the same thing going on right here. This is a big float, so trade is one easier than the other one. So got up here to this 200 SME here, this mark right here. Didn't get there, so it gave it all back. Good morning, Adrian. And here is definitely some kind of resistance here. This is the high is 30.88. This is 30.97. This is 30.82, and this was 30.89. So this 30.64 is the 200 SME. So what you might expect is that it just now stays here in this consolidation phase. If it does not do that, and if you get a secondary runner, then anything above 30.64 and after that above 30, let's say 30.80-ish, will maybe give you that secondary runner. So if this 30.65, which is the 200 SME, breaks up even above the 30, well, let's say 30.90 level, then what you're looking for is something like this, of course. So that's HCM. UMA, also a low floater, so be very careful with these ones, but you can trade this one on price action. There is some kind of support here. If you look here, so this high here, if it holds this high here, it gave it all back last time, but if it can stay above this 25 level right now, then I'm looking for a secondary runner also. Just might also be in consolidation station here for a while, but only 21 million float, so be careful. But you can trade these ones if you know what you're doing. Then let's look at Wish. We looked at Wish a few days ago, and we saw this candle here and thought, okay, we need a secondary runner if you want to trade this. But here is what happened, and this is what I just said about all the other stocks, that it just can be here in some kind of consolidation station action. So this 30.89 now is no longer a level. You really want to see this one above at least make a new high here at 14.27. This was an intraday here, and might just get another one, but if 13.12 holds, then you've got a couple of higher lows on your hand, so it needs to stay above this 13.12 at least. in order to get some kind of movement to the upside on Wish. It's the quietest day in chat since since a while, so is everybody doing okay there? VTNR, also a low floater, also something that you want to look for as a second day runner. So something like this has to happen here. Gave a lot back here, so this was this line down here broke on this candle, and now it's just hanging here. So this is now pre-market, doing not a lot right now. Give back a little bit, but no volume. So it might just also stay there in that consolidation phase. But if it does not do that and gets above the high here of 9, let's say 9, and you might want to play this one. It's a long way from where it's at now, so really have to look at pre-market action if you want to play this one during the pre-markets. This is Ford. We talked about Ford a lot more than once, and we had high expectations. Gave a lot back from where it was here. Everybody thought, okay, Ford is also going into this EVs space. Why are you doing this to me, TC 2000? I'm always so positive about you. So this line is now, this is not a real trend line, but just to show you what's going on right here. And now it's trying to pick up some space here, pace here and space. Gets above its 9 EMA here. Had a good day yesterday. And what you really want, of course, is that this move that it's now trying to make gets a follow through. Levels on this one, well, I would say post-market close, so 1550 for Ford really has to hold. And then maybe you can look at this high here of yesterday, 1553 also for the play to the upside on Ford. MOXC. MOXC. So a nice move up, waiting here, and then nice move up, and waiting here. This post-market low here is definitely something that you want to look at, but that's a long way from where it's trading now. So you might get something like this, just that it falls down again to this level here, and that's what I'm looking for in stocks like these. So it falls down all the way to 1930 and then gets back on its feet again to trade it to the upside. So for MOXC, I'm looking for something like this. It's this one. And then there are always two ways to play this. So if you're very confident that this is a big level, I don't have that confidence right now. So you can play this two ways. Good morning, Rudy. AMC again. Okay, well, I'm going to look at AMC just in a minute. So this is what I'm looking for in stocks like these. Up a little bit, no volume whatsoever right now. So when markets open, I'm looking at something like this, going down here to this level, 1930. And if you're very confident, as I said, then you can just put in a limit order here at 1933 or something, and then you get automatically filled. And if your account is big enough, you can do that just blindly almost. And also set a price alert here then at 1933 so that you can see that you are filled, and then you're hoping that this dip will and this level will hold and it will trade up again, and then put your stop loss just under this one. So make sure that your stop loss is fixed here, because if you want to be a day trader, then you have to take your losses. We are not long-term traders here, we are day traders, so we got in and out. This morning I have 0 on my balance, and this evening I have 0 on my balance in my stocks outstanding, and that's how I can get a good night's sleep. And if it's something like this happens, so this is you can play this two ways. So put your limit order here at 1933, but you can also say, okay, I'm not very confident that this 1930 level will hold, so I'm just 1963 is just a little bit too far, of course, but just to give you an idea what you should do, then the top of this candle is then your entry exactly at the moment as if the next candle gets above this. So this is the dip. You don't get in here, you wait till this next candle makes a high, and then this is your confirmation, and then you get in at the top of this candle. This is now 1963. This is just far too way too far, of course, but just to show you that you can play those levels and the reversal long in two ways. So get down here, put your limit order here, and then go up, or just wait for it and wait for this confirmation candle, and till this makes a new high. And if it makes a new high, then the high will be here, then your order will be here at 1965, and you enter manually here then. If you want to be a little bit more sure, then you can also set your limit order here at 1980, and then just press buy, and then you get also a good price. Or if you say, I'm going to do this with a market order, if this goes very quickly, then you can also get in with a market order. Jazz Sushi, good morning. Walter, what is this I? Is this a ticker that you want to see, or do I miss something? Let me know. AMC, what's happening with AMC? Okay, we talked about AMC a few times, more than a few times, of course, and well, this is you really have to do this on price action, because it's just such a difficult stock to trade as a day trader. Can be very volatile. It's a long way from home from breaking this one, 62.43, so that's, but it can move $8 a day. But nothing going on right now, really. Maybe you can see similar move like this in the line that you draw here. So this is the big line, and this might also be something that you want to look at. If it gets above VWAP and gets strong, then maybe you can play this one. I'm not going to put any levels in this one, because AMC is always a price action trade for me. Jazz open. Open door technology. So, okay, I see what you're looking at, Jess. You don't want this if you are long biased, and this is almost a double top here. If it does not get above the 1738, then it's a short all the way down to well, first this level, which is always a level, and then this level, and then maybe even all the way to 1688. But be aware that there is something going on here if you look at this. So this 1708 level is definitely something that you want to see. So to the downsides, if you're shorting this one, then anything under 1738 is a short, and if it breaks this, then you can play this all the way to potentially 1791, so that's enough. But watch this. This is also something that you have to watch here. So this is 1755, and this one is 1757. So there's not a lot of room if you're going to play the breakout here. There's not a lot of room. I rejected this price twice. So if you play this 1738 break, then your next level is right here at 1755, and that's just not enough room. So you really needed to go. So if you're going in here, then this is just 17 cents, and you have to go in early because otherwise. So this is just a lot of risk here to get in above 1738. So the best for this one would be the short here to all the way to 1708, or the reverse along. So just what I told you earlier on the other stocks, something like this. And then back up again. Might even go to 1688 and then back up again. So that's depending on your strategy. Okay, the chat is waking up. I see it now. Christian, Penna, 3 stocks that you want to see. NNDM, Palantir, ARVL. I don't swing trade, Christian. I'm a day trader. So let's look at NNDM. That's an old friend of ours. If you're watching, look at this. Did good yesterday. So I was out of town a day, and this is what happened. Well, thank you very much, NNDM. So this 840, 841, 842 was the level for NNDM for some time, and it was resistance for some time. This 842 is still the line. It wasn't the line in the sand for a long time. It broke that line yesterday, as you can see here. So you could say, okay, this is no longer a level anymore, but that's not true. That's not true. Because just if something like this is a level here and this is resistance, so a level can be resistance, but a level can be support. Is this if this level, if this resistance turns into support for this stock for NNDM 842, then you want a confirmation of that. So 842, what you want to do is that it drops here, 842 confirmation that it's really some kind of support, and then look at this gap to the upside. So if it does not fall down first but gets up right away, then it's difficult if it's going with high speed because you don't want to chase something. But NNDM might just make very nice moves today. It really wants to close this gap here. I'm going to tell you right now. So it wants to go up here, and the nice thing would be that you get some confirmation on 842 and then get up to 870, 875 for NNDM. Palantir, everybody's talking about Palantir. This is Palantir for you. Palantir right above. Also yesterday. So this is the I shouldn't have gone out yesterday. So this is the level on Palantir that we drew a few days ago. 25.42. We want that to break, and it did perfectly yesterday. So if I'm putting something on a watch list and it does not break a level right away, then keep it on your own watch list and keep watching it. I do that. But it's really now trying to get some momentum here, I think. $26.20. Well, this is what you want to see. And it looks like it's going to happen today. Something like this. But if you expect something, then you should be very careful, because expecting something is very dangerous if you're day trading. It's always better that you just use your analysis to get in a play. So 26.35 and this 26.20 might even be some kind of, if this 26.20 will be support, then it's just also some nice confirmation on Palantir. But you want to see now something really a second day runner. So it has to stay above these levels here, 26.20, 26.35, in order to do that, and then just trade it all the way up to, well, 27.50-ish, I would say. A prayer for an AMC. You're never holding an AMC again. That's very good, Jordan. TRCH. Yes, we wanted this on a TRCH. I think what did with this was, when was this? 21st. So 3 days ago, we wanted this, something like this to happen on this one, on price action, but fell all the way down. So you cannot put any levels in these, because it's just stupid to do that right now. If a stock does something like this, ignoring any potential support here, then you have to be very careful, and you can only try to chase, or not to chase this, to trade it on price action. So please do this on price action, because it's difficult to trade a stock that fell down. I don't like that chart at all. Price action is the thing for TRCH. Is ENG in town again? I don't know. Really. So got up here, got even further up here. It traded this one, or we looked at this one at a $7 range. Look at this. So it's not. Did not too well the past few months, but I can see why you're looking at this Abdallah Ozil. This is a 200 SME here. So you really, if it can hold this on a daily, then there's you've got something going on here. If this is the bottom, then this is a series of 3 higher lows, but only 2 higher highs. So this high didn't get above this one, and you want to be really bullish, then you want to see something like this. But at the same time, this also can be some kind of consolidation here. So really look at ENG for the coming days. If it just starts to do this here, it's just sitting here, sitting at the top of the bay, top of the bay. So if it's just sitting here for a few days, then it just might go and do something like this after that. So just watch this one, because to be really bullish on this one, you have to have the confirmation that it's getting above this 323, and anything under that, then it just might fade all pre-market long and all day long. So, but it just also might just sit there with where I just said that it might sit. And keep it on your watch list, because you want to be in this small one on days like these. Can you predict those days? No, you cannot, but you can keep them on your watch list, and then something like this will happen, but something like this also can happen, as with any stock. So you want to be in this one on days like these, not on days like these. Bros, no, not bros, BRQS. Oh, that's under $1. I would not do anything on this one if you are if it's under $1. So that's just my opinion. I just want to wait on this one until it gets above this $1, because it's tried to here and tried to here, just got above it and then just faded again. So waiting for the $1 mark, and then maybe you can get some volume in this one to trade it to the upside. But anything under the $1, I would not trade for BRQS. David, you think that AHT hit its target? No, found its support. Sorry. So this is the strings that we played when it was up here. I don't even know if you played it, but we looked at it. So now you think that there is support here. I can see why you think that. I can see why you think that. 446, 445, and this is 456. And this is 421. So this blue one is still support 420. And then here is your next resistance is 495. So now there are two kind of players here. People who will want to short this stock. It's a small stock, but still people can short it. Those are the big players who want to short this stock to the downside because they see this 420 also. And what they are thinking, okay, so this is 495 and this is 420. There's room enough for if you are here at 463 to short this one all the way back to 420, so that no one believes in this one anymore. And then just if it cannot hold at 420, then it can go even lower than that. So that's one type of trader that looks at a stock like this. Another type of trader will look at a stock like this and say, okay, well, and that's what you are thinking of, David. I think there is some kind of support. So here at 445-ish, this is what we called out on a daily. So this 445, you can see that here. So those are two lows here, 445. And it's a small stock, so if you using this as your level, then it has to go to 445 and then get up. So that's the reversal long that you can play here. So go down here as we demonstrated now a few times. We'll go down to the 445 level. As we showed earlier. And then when a small stock like this, you cannot wait for it. You cannot wait for it to get a strong reversal signal. So you really have to put in your limit order here at 447-ish. If it comes down to 447, then you get filled, and then you really need your stock to be something on 442 here. So if it does not, you don't want to give it too much room, because if it falls under this 445, then it just might go all the way to 420, and that's 25% loss on a $445 stock. It's way too much. So place your limit order here at 447 and your stop order here at 441-ish. And then hope for the bounce, not hope for the bounce, play for the bounce to the upside. You don't want to wait till there's a new high here, because on a small stock like this one, then you really don't have enough room to play this to the upside. Because playing this one, VWAP will be something around 463 maybe when markets open, so that's a 15-cent win. That's good enough on a small stock like this if your stop is 5 cents. But VWAP will be something, will be around 460 maybe, so then if you have a 15-cent win on this, then you're doing okay. Maybe you can get out some at 75% and then play it all the way to the upside, or just take your full profit here and wait till it gets above VWAP and then play it again, Sam. So that's how you can play this. If it's going up here like this, which also, well, it seems there's no volume in it whatsoever, so it's not, you cannot say that's strong now. It's just stupid to say. But if it does something like this, and let's say 460 is here, and it gets back from this top here and then goes back into VWAP, then you can also do the VWAP bounce here. So it gets back on VWAP, dip your tone into VWAP, and there you really need some assurance that it holds VWAP. So because you have enough room to the upside right now, then you can just say, okay, this is confirmation that VWAP is support for me, and then you can say, okay, I'm only going to go in this one if I get this confirmation on VWAP, and I'm going to get in here just so when this candle makes a new high. And then because there is a 25-cent move to the upside right now, potentially. So I would play something like this if it gets up and then gets down again on VWAP. So you can play the VWAP bounce here, and you can play the reversal long here. And if it's going to be choppy all day, which is also a possibility, then just don't play it. So this 40-60 level that I drew here is not a real level. That's just my imaginary VWAP during market open. Good morning, Lakshmi. Yeah, you're the 31st viewer, but there are a lot of people who were here and are also have gone to work, but it's a quiet day and it's okay. So we can do a lot of stickers from chat. We did a watch list. We did not all of it, but if you want to see the rest of the watch list, then follow me on Twitter, and I am doing another small show this a few hours later at 7:30 Eastern time. That's 1:30 Amsterdam time. So IVR, we said that when it just got up here, then it might just be in consolidation station for a while here. Well, it did, not quite here, but this is just doing nothing after this big move. And I see some strength in this one now. So getting up here and then bounces on its 9 EMA on a daily, first falls through it, and there bounces on a 20 EMA here. So really has to hold this 9 EMA. So this is your first support here at 404-ish, and then at 392. So if it gets under 404 and then under 392, then your strength of this one is gone. So look, if you're looking at the chart, and there is you see some evidence that one of these levels is really support for this one. So a lot of other traders are looking at this and confirming that this is some kind of a support here for the 9 EMA. It just does not fall through it right away. Then you might just watch this one at 404 and to see some real strength in it, then it has to stay above this 416 maybe. But price action will be also something that's important for this one. So 404, anything above 404 is maybe a long if there is enough volume in IVR. BBIG. So how are we doing on the likes? So volume above 390, that's what we said here. Well, this was also 3 days ago, so you could have played this nicely from 390 to 462. That's a $17.70 win. $17.70 win. Now it's in a consolidation mood right here. Big move up, and now it's just sitting there and waiting to make a next move. So I only want to play stocks like these if they are strong enough. So I want to see a new high here. So anything above 505 on the long side is good enough for me. This does not move enough to play as a day trader. So anything above 505 is a long, and I would not be comfortable in playing the bounce here, because 505, then you can see some strength here on this stock. Xaflum. See some nice names here. So in your opinion, WDC is going to go into a bullish mode. Well, you looked at this one here and you think it's going into a bullish mode. Well, there is not strong evidence right now. But on a daily, it's above its 200. So you could say this is just looking bullish all the way, no problem. But you really have to look on how this stock behaves when it just does not hold these levels. So here it does not hold, this blue one is the 50 moving average. It does not hold it here, but gets right up after it's falling through it, and here it's trying to hold it. Does not quite do that here, just falls through its 50 moving average here, but a few days later it regains that level and gets above it again. So this 50 thing is something that you want to look at here, and it did this move here, so falls under 50 but opens right above it, falls under 50 here-ish, and then had a difficult day here, had a difficult day here, but got right above it here. So for this stock, but now something happening here. So here the green and the yellow are crossing and the stock is going up. And now here the green and yellow are crossing and the stock is going down. These are the crosses that you have learned about in your introduction courses, of course. As a day trader, I don't look at them too much, but if you want to see some strength in this, then it has to overcome all these levels. So 798, 71.48 and 72.16. And it can move $2 a day, so on average. So I can see that you think, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row with lower lows, and this is your first higher low here and your first higher high here, but you need this to happen on this one. So there are a lot of levels here that you have to crack, and it can do that, but you need a move like this in order to do that. So this is a $5.50 move. You need something like this in order to play this one for the $70 one. I can see what you're looking at, and I think you really have something here if it does something like this. So you need a lot of volume to break through those levels, and the volume, the move here was $5.50. So that's a lot. So that's WDC. Okay, guys, if you want to see more stocks, then look at the show at 7:30. If you don't know where that's going, then or where it's airing, then please follow me on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, then you can see where my next show is. That's at 7:30, and it's 1:30 time. It's 5 minutes past 11. We have to close the show because otherwise I will be fired by Benzinga, because my shows always take up too much time. No, I won't be fired. Don't be scared. So if you're going to trade today, trade safely. This show is for information purposes only. Be sure that you put in your stop losses. Follow me on Twitter also if you want to know what I'm doing today, because I will tweet those out, and sometimes I was going to say I am watching this. I'm going to put WDC on my watch list, and then I'm going to do that right now to my favorites. So I'm going to watch this one and look if this is going to be the case today. Thanks for watching all. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, share this with your friends. I'll be back at 7:30 Eastern Time on another channel, and then I'll also be back tomorrow at 4 a.m. Eastern Time, as I always do on the Elibet Show. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you all, and girls, and see you all tomorrow.